If the tarot deck had a Bollywood hero, the Knight of Cups would definitely be it. Romantic, dreamy, charming, and sometimes, just sometimes, a little unreliable. Let's decode this card today because trust me, this knight has a lot more going on under that shiny armor than just a love letter and a white horse. Hi guys, welcome to my channel Mystic Vibes, a place to learn about occult sciences. Hi loves, welcome back to Mystic Vibes by Deesha, where we decode the tarot deck one card at a time. Today we are diving deep into the Knight of Cups, the poetic dreamer, the smooth talker, the one who sweeps you off your feet but may also leave you wondering, was that real? Or was it just a fantasy? Now, if you've got your tarot deck near you, pause me, grab it, and pull out the Knight of Cups. If you do not have the deck, no worries, just listen along. But trust me, holding the card while we explore it will give you a deeper connection. So go ahead, I'll wait for a second. Alright, card in hand? Perfect. Now, before I spill the secrets, I want you to take a guess. Look at the imagery. Notice the horse, the cup, the way the knight carries himself. What do you think this card is trying to say? Take a moment, pause if you need to, and just tune in. Okay, ready? Let's see how close your intuition was. Look at our knight. He is not charging into battle like the Knight of Swords or showing off his fire like the Knight of Wands. No. He is carefully holding his cup, riding a calm white horse. Notice he is moving slowly, almost gracefully, as if he doesn't want a single drop to spill. This already tells us so much. The Knight of Cups is about emotional offerings, creativity, romance, and sensitivity. And that stream in the background? It represents free-flowing emotions, the ability to express love. The feather in his helmet? That is linked to Mercury, the messenger, hinting at communication, intuition, and higher wisdom. And the cup that he is holding? Well, that's his heart on display. Now, compared to the other knights, he is softer, more intuitive, and honestly more dreamy. But that dreaminess? Yeah, it can be both a blessing and a curse. Let's pause and zoom into two symbols here. The cup. He is literally offering his heart. But is it full or is it just an invitation? That's the mystery. And the horse. Unlike the fiery gallops of other knights, this one is walking calmly. It shows that he values the journey of emotions and he is not rushing into action. Together, these two symbols scream romantic, sensitive energy, but maybe lacking practical grounding. So, what happens when this knight shows up in your career reading? Simple. Think creative opportunities. It's the fresh start project where you get to pour your heart in. Maybe you are being asked to follow your passion instead of just the paycheck. But here's the caution. The Knight of Cups has ideas, but not always the follow through. He might pitch 10 brilliant concepts in a meeting, but when it comes to actually executing them, let's just say someone else has to do the heavy lifting. So in career, this card encourages you to dream big, but also ground yourself. And if it comes as reversed, watch out for daydreaming at work or people promising you opportunities that sound amazing but never really materialize. Now, in relationships, this is where our night shines the brightest. Honestly, this is the most romantic card in the tarot. We are talking about candlelight dinners, love letters, instant attraction, grand gestures, and the whole package. But here's the twist. Is it dependable? Not always. Sometimes this knight represents a partner who loves the idea of love more than the actual commitment. So he's that person who sweeps you off your feet, but you are not sure if they'll still be around once the butterflies settle in. So if you pull this card in a love reading, enjoy the romance, yes, but also check if it's one-sided. Is this connection deep or just a playful flirtation? The Knight of Cups means well. He does not want to hurt anyone, but he also cannot always say no. And that's where relationships can get tricky. In spiritual readings, the Knight of Cups is an invitation to explore your intuition. He represents the seeker who follows their heart, their inner voice, their dreams. This is the card that nudges you to express your spiritual truth creatively, maybe through art, music, journaling, or even rituals. But again, balance is needed. Spiritually, this night may drift into that khayali pulao mode, where living in imagination without grounding. So it's beautiful to dream, but make sure you are not floating away from reality. When it comes to health, the Knight of Cups often signals emotional fluctuations, sudden mood changes, getting angry quickly, or feeling super inspired one day and drained the next day. It can also highlight the impact of relationships and emotions on your well-being. If you are constantly giving too much emotionally, your body might feel exhausted. On the positive side, this card also encourages healing through creativity, like dance, painting, or even just writing your feelings down. Express yourself. Do not suppress. Now for stories, let's make this real. Think of that friend who instantly falls in love at every party, and within 10 minutes they are convinced that they have met their soulmate. And a week later they are like, maybe not. Yep, that's Knight of Cups energy. Or that colleague who always has a brilliant artistic idea for your project, but you end up staying late to actually make it happen. That's the Knight of Cups too. One of my own friends once described her ex as the perfect gentleman for Instagram captions. Flowers, poetry, surprise dinners. But when it comes to real commitment, ghosted. Total Knight of Cups. Now this card has different meanings based on the context. So it can shift a lot depending on the question and the spread. If it's an upright position, it means that romantic offers, invitations, new creative projects, emotional highs. If it's in a reverse position, it can indicate laziness, false promises, mood swings, even being misled by charmers. As a person, this card indicates a man who's typically under 35, artistic, dreamy, sensitive, and maybe even flirtatious. And as energy, this card represents passion, enthusiasm, and emotions in motion. The important thing here that the night always signals change. Every night does. And here it's emotional or creative change that's knocking at your door. Quick myth bust. People think that Knight of Cups always means true love arriving. Nope. Sometimes it's just Mr. Flirt sliding into your DMs with zero follow through. So do not confuse romance vibes with actual long term commitment. This card has the strongest impact in relationship spreads, especially when you are asking about emotional intentions. It tells you how genuine or idealistic the romance really is. Some of the powerful combinations with this card are, if it comes with the Lover's card, romantic soulmate vibes. If it comes with the Devil, watch out. Manipulation or false charm is there. And if it comes with the Star, creative inspiration is pouring in. Now, if you're stuck in Knight of Cups energy, that is, you're daydreaming too much or being led on, ground yourself. Ask, what's real here? Practice saying no. Bring balance between your dreams and your actions. The Knight of Cups teaches us that passion and creativity are beautiful, but without grounding, they slip away. It shows us that romance can be magical, but we must ask, is it consistent? It reminds us to enjoy emotions but not let them control us. And most importantly, it teaches us to value both the dreams and the reality. Now, beginners often mistake this card as always positive. But no, sometimes it's a warning also. Another mistake is that seeing it as just a love card. Nope. It's just as relevant in career and spirituality. And finally, beginners usually forget that the knight is still young. His energy is raw, impulsive, and not yet matured. Keep that in your mind. So there you go. A Knight of Cups, the romantic dreamer of the tarot deck. He's charming, inspiring, sometimes frustrating, but always teaching us about the power and the pitfalls of following our heart. If you learned something new today, drop a comment with your own Knight of Cups story. Have you met someone who embodied this energy? I would love to hear that. And don't forget to like, subscribe and share this video with your tarot loving friends. And of course, stick around because in the next Dee-code, we'll uncover another card that might just surprise you. Until then, stay dreamy but stay grounded. Bye loves.